Nobody's heard what you had to say about it. What for you were the highlights of the auction? You gentlemen need to tell us.
The two were benched, yes?
I think the all-rounders are the key for me when it comes to the auction prices and the disparity between the low and the high. When I look at this here, Pat Cummins, I can understand. He was the best horse in the auction for mine. He was he was by Frankel out of Winks, if you know your horse racing, by the best stallion out of the best mare. He was the number one buy at the auction for mine. So he was always going to go for big money. But it was the difference between the likes of James Neesham at 50 lakh and Glenn Maxwell at 10.75 crore. To me, what are you buying? What are you looking at? What are these teams looking at? Well, Chris Morris at 10 crore, terrific all-rounder. But is he that much of a difference between he and James Neesham, or he and Chris Wokes, for instance? I don't mind Sam Curran's price, but I think they were all around about that 4 to 5 crore. Maxwell, Morris, Curran, Wokes, Neesham. I thought they should have been a lot closer together. So to me, it's what are teams looking to buy, and are they just getting pushed because someone else wants them, or do they have a ceiling? If you've gone to the auction and you've said Chris Morris's ceiling is 10 crore, I'm not sure you're in the right bracket. When you say that I could buy a Neesham for 150 lakh. I'm not sure that they're in the right sort of frame of mind there. What are you trying to buy?
But I think what Simon's last point was spot on. I think we can't look at the numbers in isolation. I know throughout the season we'll start evaluating runs versus rupees or wickets versus rupees, and we'll try and assess them. But the point is, a big price tag is usually a result of more than one person wanting them, and a small price tag doesn't necessarily undervalue. It just means that nobody particularly needed that. Nobody needed a Neesham at that point.
And it's not the player's fault. I'm never have a go at the players, because they're just getting paid whatever someone's bid for them. So it's never their fault. And I'm not saying it is. It's nothing to do with that. It's just that two teams wanted the same guy at the same time. So don't get me wrong by thinking I'm having a go at the players here. All those guys are terrific all-rounders. I just think that the difference between there in price far outweighs the difference in ability, which I think most of those guys are very similar and will offer you a very similar thing.
In fact, for auction strategy, one of the rules we learned was, other than, unless a player happens to be a statistical freak, and there are very few of those, like Malinga is a statistical freak, take him out of the equation. The rest of it, do not bid for players, bid for positions.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying, if I'm saying fast bowler, okay, fast bowler who can bowl at the death, it has to be that. You can't say Pat Cummins, or you can't say that, because then you're getting yourself stuck into a situation where if you don't get that guy, and you're suddenly stuck, you're going to start bidding unreasonably for players who are not worth it. But you ask yourself, what am I prepared to pay for a fast bowler? Okay, international fast bowler who can bowl at the death. And that's how you go to price it. Yeah. And then if you say Jimmy Neesham, batting all-rounder Jimmy Neesham at 20 times, Glenn Maxwell is not 20 times better than Jimmy Neesham, not under any. So those are the problems that you come across in situations like that.